Welcome to the Prep Beat. It's Thomas Lawrence. I'm TJ Holmes, previewing boys basketball championships, the Division 5 finals between Liberty Christian and Modoc. Thomas, Liberty Christian, this is a team that's been there before. They've been to 4 straight section championships now, and you got a guy, they have a player, junior Joe Lynch, who's just an all-around player that has just taken this young team back to the finals.
Yeah, you nailed it there. Joe Lynch is an incredible player, a guy who can do it all for them, a guy who's transformed as like the veteran guy on this team. And but to me, a lot of Liberty's progress this season in developing into a co-league champion, into a #1 seed, now a team that has a chance to win a championship, is the development of the other guys, the guys who are either role players or younger. You got senior Terrell Fuller down in the post, who was there for the championship run last year, but he played minutes, but he came in, he wasn't a starter, he wasn't a guy in the paint. He is now, and he's done a good job of it. And you also have to look at freshman Tyler Green, one of their guards who's really developed his all-around game this year, and he can step back and shoot the three, and he can create for himself and drive as well.
Yeah, and then you look at their counterparts in the Braves and Modoc. I mean, they won the Shasta Cascade League outright. They're the #2 seed, but they're the #2 seed for a reason. They beat a Mount Shasta team that gave Liberty a run until the fourth quarter on Wednesday in the semifinals. They have this kid, Cameron Anderson, who Liberty coach Todd Franklin just says he just has a will to win. He does whatever it takes at any point in the game to make sure their team comes out on top. That's the reason why they're 23-4 in the #2 seed, and the league champion. So you look at him, you look at Anderson, you look at Lynch. These are two dynamic players that just do a lot for their team and just have that fire inside to kind of get their team over the hump for the championship.
Yeah, when I look at an X factor for this game, what I see is we know Liberty can score, Lynch and Greeny, those guys can score. They do a great job pushing the tempo and creating easy shots for themselves. But the question is, can they get those key defensive stops against Modoc and Cameron Anderson when they need to? We know they're not a team that's, just because of their style, is going to hold them to 40 points. But the question is, can they stop them when they need to? Can they apply enough pressure to wear them down and earn that championship berth? TJ, it should be a close game. Who you got? You think Liberty's going to defend the championship down in Chico?
I think so. I think Liberty's got this. Their youth is their youth. I just think that with Joe Lynch kind of propelling his teammates, to that next level. We talked after the semifinal game about how he just kept saying, we want to get there because Chico is something like nothing else. And I believe in Joe Lynch to get his team to the championship for the second straight year.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. Lynch has developed from a really good player last year to one of the best players in the section this year. He's the kind of guy that can score when he needs to early, but he also gets his teammates involved, gets their confidence at the right level, and when it's a close game, when he needs to drain those threes or get to the line, he does it. And I think in large part because of him, they're going to defend their championship.
And that's going to do it for this preview. Check out prepbeat.com for everything after the game, as far as photos, stories, and everything else, follow-up blogs on it.